Hello, my name is Navigator, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about a possible reference to a Fallout New Vegas character in Fallout 76. Now, before I get into this, this is definitely, I mean off the bat, going to be like super far-fetched. I'm not exactly certain if this is true, but based off the name alone of this person, I think that it probably wouldn't be, well, I know I'm kind of going back on what I said, but it wouldn't be the most far-fetched thing to say. I don't know. It's kind of a crazy little theory that I have, but I figured I would kind of, go through it with you guys and share it with you and give my opinion on this. So, we are down here at the Nuka World on Tour Carnival, whatever you want to call it, and we are up on the hill over by Gunther's trailer. If you don't know, Gunther is the guy who runs the Wild West Showdown, or sorry, the Most Wanted event, and he's got little notes here in his trailer that give a little bit of a backstory about his like his life before all this. So what we're going to be doing is looking at a couple of those notes and then taking a look at one person he mentions specifically and building off of that. So with all that being said, let's check this out. All right. Again, if you're trying to look for where this place is, if you go behind the Wild West thing and just keep going straight, what direction is this? South, you'll eventually find this whole caravan of trailers. So this one here with the patio, whatever you want to call it, out front, is going to be Gunther's. So, excuse me one second. Had to cough, didn't want to do it in the mic. Here we go. Angry note, Dell, for the last time, stop feeding my brother those chems. You're a doctor, not a dealer. He doesn't need a fix. He needs help. I'm serious, Pat. That's not the one we're looking for. We're going to be moving on inside his trailer here. So, this is the one we're looking for. Gunther's Journal. Okay. 2055. Sorry, this is June 24th, 2055. Still think about Tabitha from time to time, but definitely want to forget those assholes at the orphanage. Don't regret it, though. Not right treating a lady like that, especially Tabitha. Thought he could get away with saying that shit in front of me. What was he thinking? Back's got a few kinks from roughing it out last night. What's this next page? Gonna have to find some permanent digs soon. Now I can't go. July 5th, 2056. Nuka World. Still can't believe they hired a bum and score a gig like this. I guess my old man getting me into binging old westerns weren't a waste of time after all. Left Boston. Oh, Boston, Fallout 4. Time to see the rest of this fine-ass country and one day those dusty Texan dunes. Looking forward to teaching the kiddos how to be real little cowboys and cowgirls like my old man showed me. Lord knows, with all the fuss over the energy crisis, we need a break from all the doom and gloom. This is October 24th, 2077. So this is a couple days before the bombs dropped. The bombs dropped on October... Well, oh no, shit. Yeah, my bad. No, this is the day the bombs dropped. As I sit here waiting for the rumbling to stop, it's stupid, but all I can think about is that I never got to go to Texas, and I wonder if there's even a Texas left to visit. Side note, I hope to God we see Texas in the Fallout universe. That'd be super cool. So the commies actually did it. Saw the bombs from a distance, rushed into the sewers to keep safe along with some other folk, and all the commotion most scattered. No idea if they're safe or if there's a world above worth going back to. Got little Pat and Pete with me to worry about. I'm hoping their folks are hunkering down because the last thing I'd want is for these kids to end up as orphans like me. We'll have to go out and look for them soon, I guess. Worst fucking morning show I ever ran. Still regret... Alright, well, folks, honestly here, you can hear the bombs dropping, and I don't really feel like wasting any more of your time than I need to, but what we're going to be focusing on is that first page there, mentioning Tabitha. So, Gunther mentions that he is at an orphanage, and there is a woman named Tabitha there, and I guess some punk was messing with her. Now, we can assume what that is, either, maybe verbal abuse, physical abuse, or hopefully not something more than that, if you catch my drift. But anyways, Gunther decided to use like a firearm going off in real life in here. Anyways, Gunther realized that this guy was, or that Tabitha did not deserve what was happening to her by this punk, and he took care of that. I mean, I don't know if he beat him or killed him, whatever he did, but the way he felt about it is that no matter what, even if he had to leave, that was the right thing to do. So, I mentioned earlier talking about a Fallout New Vegas character, so who would that be? Well, Tabitha. Now, if you guys haven't played Fallout 4, there is a character from, or sorry, Fallout New Vegas. There's a character from Fallout New Vegas called Tabitha. She runs a community of Nightkin and second or first, used to be first, but mostly second generation super mutants on top of Black Mountain, which is this old kind of like radio tower town, whatever it is, and she hired the ghoul Raoul, and she came, and they repurposed it, and she kind of broadcast her message across the wasteland. The unique thing about Tabitha, very similar to Lily, the companion we have in New Vegas, who is also a Nightkin, is she's a woman. She kind of wears like glasses and a wig, stuff like that. But she also has a friend named Rhonda, this kind of robot friend. But basically, what I'm trying to say here is that she is obviously more intelligent than normal super mutants, and on top of that, she really much likes, or very much likes, kinship. This robot Rhonda, even though the thing doesn't talk and she kind of makes up the voice for her in her mind, but I guess that's a whole different story. If you're curious about that, go look up the Tabitha lore. Anyways, what I'm trying to say though is that Tabitha in New Vegas, if you see her character, how she, not angrily acts, but, talks with Rhonda, talks with Raoul, kind of when she's like a little bit more calm, she seems like a nice woman, like a nice older kind of woman, whatever. Now, this is going to be a lot of speculation because we don't really know too much about Tabitha, if anything at all, pre-war, but it would not be so bad to say that Gunther and Tabitha could be, they could have met before the war. Tabitha used to be a super mutant controlled by the Master, and I could be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. Mutants that were turned, or sorry, people that were turned into super mutants, sorry. Super mutants that were commanded by the Master were people before the bombs dropped. So, what if Tabitha, after all this orphanage shenanigans, ended up getting captured by, the Master, and somehow, ended up becoming the Tabitha we see in New Vegas. Now, I know he mentions that they were in Boston, and obviously this is across the country, but who knows? She could have traveled, she could have walked, she could have done anything, who knows? Anyways, folks, that's really all I got. There's not really a lot of evidence. The really only thing I'm going off of is basically the fact that he was at an orphanage. Orphanages deal with kids, kind of like, relationships with adults and kids, stuff like that. And Tabitha, obviously, is kind of doing the same thing over Black Mountain, where she is setting up kind of an orphanage as well for all of the super mutants there in Fallout New Vegas and kind of in the Mojave Wasteland. So, again, it would work, it wouldn't really work, but I figured that I would talk about this, and I really want to thank Uranium Fever. He made a video going over this whole Gunther thing, I want to say about 3 weeks ago, and I'll leave a link to that video in the description if you guys are curious. He goes over Gunther's story a little bit more, but I saw that, and I saw Tabitha, and I also realized that the horse in the middle of the Wild West Showdown event is also named Tabitha, and I'm like, huh. Well, Tabitha isn't really a very frequent name, and it's honestly been mentioned in the Fallout series before, so maybe there's some kind of connection between them, and hey, it doesn't say that they're not the same person, so as far as I know, I'm going to believe that. Anyways, folks, that's all I got for you for this video. My name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.